Okay, this is a CVT, kind of a tutorial video. I see many people doing CVT transmissions wrong, so I just want to correct some people and help some people because they're eating belts and don't know why. So, this one here is a Series 30 transmission. You'll notice that the belt has a flat side and the V side. What happens is these are flat. The inner one is flat. The outer one has a taper. So these Series 30 only work off of one side. So what happens is you speed up, it climbs evenly. So you can mount it on this plate just nicely, you know, because it goes straight up and down. I'll show you. If it runs. Okay, there's idle. Give it a little gas, and it starts moving. Okay, now you throttle it up. Okay, now you'll see how this climbed evenly up to the top. This one gets bigger, that one gets smaller. That's how the transmission works. It changes the ratio between the two. Okay, now this, like I said, this is a small CVT for 5 horsepower and up to 8, I guess. This is a 5 on this one. It's an old dune cycle from the late 60s. Well, it's a not a dune cycle, but you know, it's an antique trike. Love it. Okay, so we'll go on to the next train. Okay, now here we have a Series 40 transmission. It's a little down in there and a little hard to see, but you can kind of see it in there. But what happens here is, remember the spring on the Series 30 was on the other side and it had flat on one side. Well, this one here has 2 tapers. It's got both sides are tapered. So what you have to do is, since both sides are tapered, this one pulls in this way and that one opens up this way. So you have to have the spring on that side or your whole belt is going to twist on you. It's just going to pull like this. And I see lots of guys on YouTube that their belt is going sideways like this. Well, that robs horsepower, for one, and it eats belt. You'll see your belt come out all twisted sideways when it's worn down somewhat. So what happens with this, like I said, is as this one squeezes, it runs up this one, just like the Series 30, and down in that one. But due to the fact that these are both on an angle, you have to line them up so they both travel the same way. Now I have one on my bench that's done wrong, like I've seen lots of people do. It's a brand new engine. I haven't fired it yet, but let's go see. So we have here, I'll bring it around the other side and show you what we got first. Okay, we have here a brand new Harbor Freight 301cc Predator engine. And this is its first startup. And we have a brand new Series 40 CVT. And this one here is done wrong. This is the way I see a lot of people do them, and they eat belts. What you would have to do is flip this pulley over, but there's not really enough room for that. So what I do is I take this plate off and I make a extra holder for the secondary drive, and I flip this one over because this one's pushing this way and that one is opening that way. So what happens is your belt cocks. Let's fire this and see. Like I said, brand new engine, never fired it yet. Might have to, it's not really clamped down much, but I'm going to turn it sideways just so I can pull it. Ah, look at that. Okay, now you see how that shifts? It does work, yes. But the problem is, you're going to wreck your belt. I don't even know why they sell this kit like this, but they sell it with a spring to make it turn backwards. But you would have to flip this clutch over, which takes a big bunch of room. And then you'd have to extend this one way out here, and it's just a mess. Like I said, I don't even know why they sell this with a Series 40 kit, because it really doesn't work good. Well, it does work good, but it eats belts like crazy. Now, they give you the other spring for flipping it over and making it run the correct way. Now, another little bit of information for some people. You'll notice this spring in here has a little bit of tension on it, not a lot. If you want this to shift later, you can give this an extra little turn. Well, once I flip it over, you can give it a little extra turn to put more tension on this, and you can make this shift later. If you have little tension like this one, it'll shift pretty soon. If you go one more cog over that way and just tighten it up a little bit, it'll shift a little later. You can get away with some adjustments in here, and then they also sell different flyweights for in the primary clutch. But the main thing is you got to get that belt so it lines up straight, and this kit does not work with the Series 40. And like I said, I've seen too many people making that goof. So I'm here to help you guys. I hope everybody learned something from this. I'll catch you later.